boys and girls, this is Miss Melise with Eat, Move, Grow. We're not going to be doing our lesson in person today, but instead we will be using the new virtual option called the Eat, Move, Grow Field Trip. Today's topic is nutrition. Nutrition is about choosing healthy habits and keeping your body energized and feeling good. If you take a look at the screen, this is the MyPlate image that we will be talking about. If you notice, it is an actual plate. It's going to represent your plate every time you sit down to eat a meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can see that the MyPlate is broken into 5 categories. These categories are called the 5 food groups. Each of these food groups is very beneficial to your health and should be eaten from each and every day. We will start off with our first group, which is our red group, the fruit group. Our fruit group is very important. It provides our body with lots of vitamins and minerals that we need to stay healthy, strong, and energized. Our fruit group provides those vitamins and minerals such as vitamin C, which helps to boost your immune system. Your immune system is inside your body and it's what fights off infections. When your immune system is healthy and you're feeding it lots of vitamins and minerals, then you're going to feel better, you're going to look good, you're going to have an overall better health. But there are some times when we're not eating as healthy and we're not packing our diets with vitamins and minerals, and then we're not going to feel as healthy. This is our body's way of letting us know that our immune system is unhealthy or weakened. We're not providing it with enough vitamins and minerals to keep it strong. We can boost our immune system by eating foods that are rich in vitamins and minerals, such as our fruit groups. Different things that fall into this category would be watermelon, pineapple, pears, cantaloupe, honeydew melon, peaches, oranges, bananas, and so many more. These fruits not only taste delicious because they're sweet and juicy, they also help to keep our body feeling good and energized. My favorite fruit is watermelon. What's yours? I like that one too. Another thing that vitamin C helps is to heal and repair our body tissue. When you're eating foods that are rich in vitamin C, not only will you feel better and look better, you'll start to notice that things such as cuts and scrapes and bruises are probably healing much faster. Here's some examples of some different types of fruit. Do you see any that you enjoy? Our second food group that we're going to talk about is our green group, which is our vegetable group. Our vegetable group is a very large group. If you notice on the MyPlate, it's one of the largest. That lets you know how important it is. When you sit down to eat a meal, it's very important to try to remember to fill up a portion of your plate with vegetables. But for now, let's talk about the importance of our vegetables and why they're beneficial to our body. Vegetables are very similar to the fruit group. They're loaded with vitamins and minerals. And as we discussed, these vitamins and minerals help to keep us healthy, energized, and feeling and looking good. Vegetables are packed with iron, calcium, potassium, and many vitamins such as A, B, C, D, and K. A variety of vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, bell peppers, green beans, carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes provide our body with different fighting powers that fight off infections and different diseases. My favorite vegetable are Brussels sprouts. What's yours? I like those too. Now, we talked about the vegetable and the fruit group being so similar, and it's important to fill up half of your plate. If you notice on the MyPlate here, you'll see that the fruit group combined with the vegetable group would make up half of your plate. Now, the fruit group and the vegetable group are so similar, but there are some differences. When we discuss our fruit and our vegetable group, it is important to know that the thing that sets these two apart is your fruits are going to naturally be sweeter. They're naturally going to be juicier. For the most part, they're going to all contain a seed, and they're also going to grow on either a bush, a tree, a vine, a plant that at some point in the year is going to have a flower that blossoms. Here's an image of a lot of vegetable options. Do you see any that you enjoy? Our third food group that we're going to talk about is our purple group, which is our protein. Now, our protein group, if you notice, is one of the smaller on our plate, but it has very important nutrients. Protein helps to keep your body feeling fuller for longer. It also helps to build and repair muscle tissue. A lot of times I get my students to say, show me your muscles, because our muscles are so important. And when we have muscles that are working and strong, that's when our body is going to feel at its best. Now, even though it's small in size on the MyPlate, there are many different things that fall under the protein category, such as nuts, beans, eggs, seafood, that would be fish, shrimp, crawfish, and so many more, as well as different types of meat like beef, pork, and chicken. My favorite protein would probably have to be turkey. I love turkey sandwiches. What's yours? Very good. I like that too. Our protein group, as said before, helps you to feel fuller for longer. So this is great for students because if you're eating foods that are rich in protein, especially for breakfast, throughout the day in school or in class, you won't feel as hungry as often. Here's an example of some different types of proteins. If you look closely, you will notice that there are a very large group. We have our meats, our seafood, our dry bean products, our nut products, and our eggs. Do you see anything that you enjoy? Our fourth group is our orange group, and it's our grain group. Our grain group is important for fiber. Foods that are packed with whole grains, that's important. The whole grain is going to have the most fiber, and fiber helps to aid in digestion. So when you're choosing white bread or wheat bread, or brown rice or white rice, whole wheat pasta or white pasta, it's important to always go with the whole wheat option. Your digestive system is something that breaks down the foods that you're eating. And when you start to digest these foods, your body is pulling those nutrients, those good nutrients that your body needs to grow and to have energy. It's pulling it from the foods and sending it straight into the bloodstream. And as it's traveling around in the blood, it's going to different parts of the body, being delivered where it needs. The other part that your body does not need from the foods that you're eating after being digested is considered waste product. Your body will pull the good nutrients and get rid of the waste. When you're eating whole grains, it helps to digest those nutrients from our body, and then it turns it into energy. And we all want a lot of energy. Now, some different types of grains would be wheat, oats, rice, rye, barley. Now that grain is then used to be turned into something else, such as bread comes from wheat, pasta comes from wheat, oatmeal comes from oats, rice is the actual grain itself, so many other things such as cereal, cornbread, tortillas, muffins, all of those things start off first as a grain, and then that grain is used to turn it into the actual product. So, what's your favorite grain? I like that one too. Our last group, our fifth food group, is the blue group. It's our dairy group. Now, you may notice that the dairy group is not on the plate, but it's actually an extension of the plate. And this is because a lot of times our dairy group is going to come in the form of milk that we drink. Now, dairy is anything that comes from milk or is milk. So if you don't like to drink milk, then you can always get your dairy in by other products that are made from milk, such as cheese, yogurt, sour cream, cream cheese, or yes, even ice cream. Now, dairy is packed with vitamin D and calcium, and vitamin D and calcium help to build strong bones and teeth. And as we know, we use our teeth and our bones for everything. So we definitely want to keep those teeth and bones strong. You may be wondering, if you don't drink cow's milk, or you may not eat cheese or yogurt, Can you still get your vitamin D and calcium? And the answer is yes, of course you can. There are other options that also provide your body with the vitamin D and calcium that cow's milk would, such as oat milk or nut milks, such as cashew or almond milk, or even coconut milk. Those milks also provide calcium and vitamin D. Calcium and vitamin D can also be found in your vegetable group, the dark green leafy vegetables such as spinach, and different types of lettuce. Those are packed with calcium. So eating from all different food groups is very important as well as beneficial to your health. What's your favorite dairy product? I would have to say that my favorite dairy product would be oat milk. I love to put oat milk in my oatmeal in the mornings and also in my smoothies. What is your favorite dairy product? I like that too. If you look at our screen now, you will notice that here are some different options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We talk about eating from the MyPlate and how important it is to eat all 5 food groups every time you sit down to eat a meal. But sometimes that can be a little challenging. You may say, how would I eat from the vegetable group at breakfast? Or how might I eat from the fruit group at dinner? And the answer is pretty simple. You may be eating from all 5 food groups each time you sit down for a meal and not even know. You have to take each thing that you're eating and look at it closely and even break it apart. Let's take this omelet, for example. This omelet looks like it has eggs. It looks like it has diced ham or turkey. It has some cheese. It has some tomatoes. And it also has a little bit of spinach. Off to the side, even some mushrooms. Right there, that's all 5 food groups. Here's a bowl of oatmeal. The oats come from the grain group. The milk that is used for the oatmeal is a dairy product. I see some fruit here, maybe some blueberries and some strawberries. That comes from our fruit group. Here is a hamburger, and here are some tacos. Our hamburger, as you see, has a bun, which would be a grain. It has some pickles and some onions and even some lettuce. Those would be options from our vegetable group. It has tomatoes, which would fall into the fruit group because they're juicy and they have a seed, and the tomato vine has a flower that blossoms, so it's categorized as a fruit. It also has a slice of cheese, which would be a dairy product, and then here at the bottom, the hamburger patty, which is a protein. Off to the side, we have our tacos. The shell is going to be a grain. The ground meat is going to be a protein. The lettuce is going to be a vegetable. The tomatoes are going to be a fruit. And then the shredded cheese on the top is going to be a dairy. So all 5 food groups represented in these meals. Let's review. Can you name the 5 food groups by looking at the colors? Let's do it together. Red means fruit. Green means vegetables. Purple means protein. Orange means grains. And blue, that's right, it means dairy. Another review. Can you list an item from each food group? Maybe you can even remember an item that I said was my favorite from each of the food groups. Or what was your favorite from each of the 5 food groups? Why should fruits and vegetables make up half of your plate? Anytime something makes up half of your plate, it should let you know how important the benefits are, because it provides your body with the nutrients that it needs to feel fuller, to make things such as your immune system energized and healthy. Here's a picture of a MyPlate. Teachers, this Blackline Master has been attached in the resource section on this lesson. On the plate, we would like the students to draw a picture of a healthy plate, whether it be a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner plate. In this picture, we would love to see something represented from all 5 food groups. The more creative, the better. Once your plate is complete, we would love to see what each of these students' plates look like. Now, to conclude our lesson for today, we've inserted a Go Noodle field trip. It's called the Hot Dog Field Trip. All you do is click the link below and sign into your Eat, Move, Grow Go Noodle Plus account to access the game. We've inserted into the game different MyPlate questions. And each question provides a fun movement activity to go along with it. Thank you for going on a MyPlate field trip with us. We can't wait to see you soon. If not in person, virtually, through the Eat, Move, Grow field trip. We hope you have a great day. Bye, guys. Hope to see you soon.